tunnel, going to collect the Starmax F5-E, and yeah, hopefully it's okay. So I'm just on my way home, and I need to stop off for a bit of a toilet break because the drive is like an hour and a half. I thought I would stop off and look at the view. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Nick here, and this is the EDF I just bought. So this is the Starmax F5-E. So it's kind of a cool plane because it's super old, and this is essentially brand new in the box. So this particular plane was made in 2007, or that's what it says on the box. So Starmax, blah blah blah, 2007, Starmax Technology Industries. Let's have a look at the side. It came in 3 different configurations. This is the Swiss one, which is the one I've got, the camo, and the blue and grey. There's already a ton of videos out there about this particular model, and I will agree, yes, there is, but they are so old. Oh my gosh, I was trying to find out information about this plane before I bought it. It's obviously secondhand, I didn't buy it from a shop. And I mean, the video, you could tell people were putting effort into these videos, but the quality of the video itself was awful. That's going to be my intention today, is to go through things and have it in 4K. So if for some reason somehow you're able to get your hands on one of these models, or the potential to get your hands on one of these models, you know what you're getting yourself into. Alright, so let's open the box up. Alright, how good is this? I'll move this a little bit closer. This is actually incredible. Even if this plane is awful, it's just so cool to essentially be able to get a brand new plane. Look at this. It's got the manuals and everything in here. It's just unbelievable. This is a P&P. It's pretty much got everything ready to go, obviously. I mean, if you're familiar with, you know, a P&P aircraft, it means you get the plane except for the receiver, the battery, and the transmitter. So you've got your power system, everything. Now, from everything that I've heard, this plane had a lot of flaws, or at least has a lot of flaws, because it's present tense and I've got it now. So what were some of those flaws? Well, the foam was something that people didn't like. It's not EPP, EPS, I think it is. The foam cells are quite small, you'll see in a second. And it appears to be maybe like not quite as compressible. I think it breaks apart a little easier. People had complained about the landing gear. They complained maybe more recently about the power system. I think back then people were like, wow, this is so cool, but it's a 4S system and it doesn't particularly go very well, which is why I'm going to be modifying it, and hopefully I'm going to be fitting an 80mm 6S EDF, or 6S capable EDF into this jet. So here's our instruction manual, which is actually quite nice, the F5-E. This is cool, we've got all the warnings, some information here, and you guys can stop and pause and have a look at these if you like. Let's have a look. So the features. So it is a 70mm EDF. What else are they saying? Yes, it's got retractable landing gear. People complained that the landing gear, if you sort of came in and crabbed in on your landing, you'd collapse your main gear because they didn't like click in shut. So I've got some gear I could see if they're going to fit. I'm not sure if they're going to fit, but I'm going to see anyway. I did mention earlier that one of my criticisms about this plane was, from the videos that I saw, people said the landing gear didn't lock in. Now what I want to show you is the mechanism. I don't fully understand it because it's all inside here and it's quite ingenious, but this is where the push rod connects to, and it basically just goes in or out, and that mechanism inside it allows the landing gear to fold up or extend and then retract. So if I pull this, I'll just pull it gently, it comes up. I'm not applying too much force, and then once it's in that position, you can't actually move it. It's like, it is locked. It is like a locking mechanism. Once this piece is extended, it won't go anywhere. So that's really cool. I was really surprised when I saw that. And the same thing when it goes in, when you push that little rod in, when that's in, they're not falling out by themselves. So it's actually got to be actuated. Is that the word? That's excellent. That's such a cool mechanism. Brushless. Yeah, I mean, it's only got a 40 amp ESC. They're calling it a powerful 40 amp ESC, right? Powered, I should say. So 4-cell, runs on a 2200. Something that I'm going to have to modify is the battery compartment because it's just too small to fit the 3300 6S packs that I have. It's only like a 5-blade fan too. Have a look at that. Only 5 blades. Anyway, the nose cone is really interesting. Let's have a very quick look at that. This is the nose cone. It's just, there's nothing inside it. It's just a little piece of plastic. So maybe I could fill it with some expandable foam or something just to make it a little bit more robust. You can already see here it's got some marks here where it's sort of been compressed or something. Actually, there's quite a few marks. Let's just take it out of this little bag and have a look. Maybe that happened when I was just doing that then. Oh yes. Yeah, okay. So it's pretty flimsy. Anyway. So I'm going to be filling that with something or other. So that's that. The rest of this manual, what else do we need to know? Tools, triangle. Just the basic stuff. Pre-flight checks. Motor doesn't work. I was probably blown up. Alright. Let's have a look here. So the guy that I bought it from, really cool dude, super knowledgeable about planes. He even printed this off. This was when he first bought it, I think. Information about the connectors. Cool. Where they'll go, 1 goes to throttle, 2 goes to ailerons, 3 to elevator, 4 to rudder, pretty standard. Actually, elevator is usually 2, I think. So here their throws, elevator 5/8 of an inch up and down, aileron same, and rudder 7/8 of an inch. Interesting, cool. So there's a whole sticker sheet here too. I'm not going to apply those. I don't have an intention, maybe I'll change my mind. So let's check out all the other goodies. Here's the canopy. Canopy looks good. Alright, so it's just a piece of plastic that's been painted, so it's not like a different coloured black plastic, it's just painted black. That looks really nice though. It actually comes with 2 pilots as well. They look like they've been bought separately. These are cool. I'm not sure if the F5-E was like a 2-seater, but there's 2 pilots. That's cool. Awesome. Maybe I could put one of those in the Lipish. That'd be cool. Control horns, bits and bobs, some really old glue that's probably had it. And we've got some, yes, these landing gear. This is just, yeah, they just go up and down with a little tiny servo. They're not like, what do you call them, worm gears or any of that. Although the wheels feel pretty good. Yeah, they feel good. I think they're actual rubber. I don't think they're foam. So that's cool. Alright, let's get to the bit that everyone wants to see, right? I even threw in this little XT60 connector for me. But then I realised my 6S packs are XT90s, so I'll add that to the spares box. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So you can You can see the size of these little cells, the little foam cells. They're not very big. Compared to EPO, it's just got a different feel to it. It does feel... Does it feel more brittle? Maybe it feels more brittle. I don't think it's as compressible. But how good does that look? I think this would, yeah, it's not as compressible, I don't think. Hopefully it paints okay, because I'm going to be probably giving it another paint job. So this is where the little 4S 2200 is supposed to go in here. I'm going to have to do away with this and come up with a better system. Take all this plastic out, cut it out, and fit my big beefy 6S 3300s in there. So you've got your little hatch here for, not sure if that's missing something there. Hopefully that's there, if not I'll have to make a little balsa hatch or something for here. Looks like it's missing something or other. So yeah, receiver goes in there. Here's the steerable nose gear. Looks good. Yeah, that little wheel is excellent. So I do wonder how the landing gear are going to fit in here. The ones that I already have, which were actually from the what were they from? The FMS Futura. So same as the EDF unit that I've bought. Here are the little servos for the retracts, and it looks massive, this heatsink on this ESC. That's all going to have to come out. And here's the cover for it. Yeah, people were complaining that there wasn't a cover for this in the other videos that I watched, so obviously they've solved that issue. That's good. So this white's just the colour of the foam, and then they've just added some red stickers just along here, and then all this is painted red down the bottom. Yeah, I mean it's actually quite heavy, that piece of foam. Alright, cool, we have our horizontal stabilizers. Looking good. I'm going to try these scissors again and see if they're going to work for me. The cool thing about the hinges here is they're actually, I'm not sure if they're nylon, but they're actually hinged. They're not, they have not just not just compressed foam, because I don't think this foam would allow for it, to be honest. Oh, this is awful. So I think that's why they had to do these kinds of hinges instead. Oh, that's cool, look at that. Probably nylon, I would say. That's cool. I feel like it's not turning right as well as it turned left. Look at that. Left, right. That's going to have to be fixed at another time. Now, there's the other one. You know, well, that's the, yeah, they're the elevators. It's probably enough actually. Alright, let's have a look at the vertical stab. What am I talking about? Let's have a good look at this beast. So this is just all painted on, no stickers or anything. You can see a little bit of paint bleed from the red onto the white there. So yeah, 2007. I don't think too many people would be complaining back then. It's definitely much stiffer, much stiffer than the EPO foam that a lot of the models now are made of. So I think this was EPS. I think it's EPS. I think I read EPS. Loving these little hinges. These are great. Oh, there's a lot of play in that rudder. That is good. And here's the little servo. Hopefully these servos are decent. I hate to think that was the thing that killed this plane. Terrible servos. Alright, cool. The wings. This is it. These are quite reminiscent of the Starfighter, aren't they? Look at this. That's my hand, and I don't have big hands. This is the wing. So they are red on the bottom and white on the... maybe not. White on the top. It's supposed to be white on the top, I think. Yes. Because that's where the landing gear goes into. So white on the top. A little bit of battle damage there. Yeah, definitely much stiffer. Wow. Okay, yeah, because there's no spars. Let me have a look. I'm looking in the light. There's no spars in there. That's good. I mean, that's good. Hopefully, I don't crash it because it's going to end up in a million pieces. But anyway, that's cool. So these are little ailerons. Excellent. Here's the other one. All right, let's go and put this together. Really simply. I've got to say, that looks pretty good. Now this nose cone, when it's fitted to the fuselage, it's actually quite snug. I mean, you wouldn't want to hit it on anything because it's going to just make an absolute mess of it, but it looks pretty good. Here's the intakes, a little pilot, the wings. Looks really good actually. I'm pretty impressed. Like, it's got a nice presence to it. Let's have a look over here. Very cool. Like, it's a very stiff kind of foam. Very, very cool. So I'm thinking maybe there should have been wingtips for this, maybe? Yes, they are here. Wingtips are here. They will also go on. Bit of battle damage here. Alright, so it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it.